have moved my meditation space right here up to my bedroom, and it's just easier for me, and it's pretty and it looks nice in the bedroom, and it didn't take up any extra space, and we have our 2 chairs here to watch, excuse the mess, movies, but or TV, I mean, and my knitting sitting here. But anywho, after I meditate, I start just observing nature just to see what's going on out there. And I noticed, I wish I could zoom in, but I cannot zoom in. But anyway, way up in that tree, right where my finger is, there's been a magpie just sitting there, just for about the last half an hour, not moving, kind of turning its head, but not flying away. And then there's been a magpie flying all around the yard and the neighbor's yard and back and forth. And now that second magpie is right beside this one. So she must be the female. And there, he's went up. They must be doing their little dance. When you observe nature just for 10 minutes, it is amazing what you see. I saw a squirrel, these two going at it or trying to, geese flying home. It's just amazing. Just things that we just take for granted that are going on every day. This is really, really cool. So I just finished doing my yoga practice this morning, and I do such restorative yoga. If anybody wants to know which one I do, I follow this lady on YouTube. It's so easy. It feels like somebody is gently stretching your body and massaging you gently. Like when I finished doing it, I told Richard I feel like every single ligament and muscle has been gently stretched. It's all warm. And I feel kind of sleepy. It's just beautiful. I love her. So I'm going to put her link in the description right below. If anybody wants to try it, and believe you me, if I can do it, anyone can. My yoga mat is under there. So you definitely need a yoga mat. And the only thing that I use as a prop, because it says no props, did I have, my knees are, that's what it was. I was trying to think if I used it today. My knees are sore, so when you have to kneel on your knees on the floor with the mat, I just put a little flat cushion underneath. That was the only thing I used for props, because sometimes you can't do them, and I just do the best I can. I can't do them perfectly, and if I can't, I can't. I just go as far as my body will let me go, and that's it. But it is really helping me with my morning. I will definitely do this book here, 5 minutes in the morning. And it just asks you different questions. And you just answer them. And that's it. It's really cool. I like this. I got this at Michael's, but it's great. It's just, different questions every day. They don't have anything to do with anything. This is just my kind of creative, if I'm thinking of something I want to do with art journaling or something else, or sketching, I'll do that, sit in here and do that if I'm thinking of it, but not always. And these, I've been buying these nice little tiny reflections pads. This is going to be my beautiful book, and the only thing I'm going to write or put in here is beautiful things I hear, quotes I say, things I see. That's it. It's my beautiful journal. So I wanted to kind of fix it up before I started to write in it. So I took the quotes that were in these books and just literally took a glue stick watching TV one day and just glued them throughout. And it just adds to, you know what I mean? The journal pages, not on every page, just whatever. So that was from this one, and then there's some beautiful ones in here that say inhale, exhale. See all those ones? Sweet dreams and coffee in the morning. I'm doing everything I can in my power to heal myself, and if these ancient rituals will do that, I am going to give them a 100% effort try. So This is just, you guys have seen my smudge bowl before. My niece made it for me when she was like 12, and she's now 20 something, but I use that for smudging. I've been using that for years, or incense or whatever. This is my last stick of incense from Maui, and I don't want to burn it because it smells so pretty. So I will just sit down here with a cup of tea, light my candle, and then I'll start in that blue book, and I'll just, whatever, play around. I might just sit and look outside. That's Deanne's, and she too has another birdie tree that they're loving. The same kind of tree, birch. So she's yarn bombing hers
To keep
so
away
that
the magpies.
won't get. But you guys look up close.
You don't think it'll come out and scare you?
No. Can you guys see a birdie down there?
Oh, you can hear them.
Ooh. I think you might be trying to make me go away. So I will go away and let
Should I
Deanne
wait?
finish
Okay, maybe I'll wait.
how that looks.
This one might not fit on here.
What's he doing? Can you see?
I can't see.
Yes.
That, what color is that one?
Orange.
Okay, here it goes.
Oh, no.
Look, be careful with your egg. Leave it in there. Put it back in. Put it back in the bath. It's having a bath.
It's having a bath.
It is. Oh, look. Let's lift up your blue one and see. Is it looking pretty?
Yeah.
Aw. Okay, let's leave it. That one has a little crack in it. Let's try one of these other colors over here. Janana, put it in,
Yeah.
and I'll bring it close to you.
Green.
Oh, it is green. A lot of our eggs cracked, but we don't care, do we, Indy? Just leave it in the water so it can turn nice and green. Oh my, we have two more. Where are we going to put this one?
And no. This.
How about here? Oh yeah, pink. Which one do you want to go in first?
Pink.
Pink? Okay. And we have one more and two colors. What are we going to do?
Pink.
Where do we put this one?
No, brown.
I don't think we have brown. I think this one is green. Oh, it's yellow.
Oh, yes, yellow.
You want yellow?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we'll dye it yellow and then we can dye it purple later.
Oh, no, hold it.
Oh, we don't need to hold it. You just need to be gentle.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow, you're doing a great job. I love your sweater. That was Auntie Pancake's sweater when she was a little girl. Isn't that nice? Are you cozy and warm? Good job. Nana made that sweater. Yeah.
I made that sweater.
You did? Then you're wearing your hat not hate hat. Very nice. You look very nice today. Very sharp. What's Papa doing? Cleaning the leaves up? Okay, move. They're competing.
Come on, Kurt.
Come on, Kurt. Come on, Kurt. Come on, Kurt. Go, Kurt. Go, Kurt. Yes, Curtis.
Yes.
Jesse's
Yes,
fighting.
Curtis. Go.
He hasn't done anything yet.
Go, Jesse. Look at you. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at them. They're
Curtis
shaking.
next. This will be fun. Yeah.
Oh, Jesse's working.
Oh, there.
No.
He's just tired.
It's just the worst is to hold that spot.
Yeah, this is fun. Because I know you're going to be.
Me and Uncle Jesse.
No, wait. Start off like super mean.
Yeah, me.
I know, it's huge.
Yeah, you do your thing.
May the
but
best
just win.
fist
Don't
win.
talk about
Yeah,
Yeah, may the
remember
best fist
win.
that palm your muscle you have, that extra
That's it.
muscle.
I think she's stronger than. Damn.
Oh my god.
Holy moly!
Oh my god, Curtis.
Come on, Deanne. Come on, dig.
Come on,
Deanne, dig.
Go.
Dig, Deanne, dig. Swing it to the other side. Swing.
Don't hurt your arm. That's good though.
That's
You gotta put your hand over here. Yeah, on the elbow.
Oh, I didn't know that's what you do.
Yeah, so
wait,
the
under the
arms don't
crack.
slide.
Well, this advantage would be for her.
But look how
Right?
big
Because she has
Julie's
no
arms
table.
are long. She's long.
Okay. Who's doing the countdown?
Are you
Do
ready?
not put this in the
Wait, I'm
Oh,
here.
I know.
So that's
3, 2.
I'll make.
Whoa, Jules, come on, Julia! Oh, so you just touched the arm.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Jay, you gonna do this off?
Oh, yeah.
You don't go as me.
You're gonna win.
Okay.
You're gonna win.
Shoot!
Oh, yes. Come on,
look at
dear.
this
Focus.
looking.
Focus on the elbow.
What?
Focus on the elbow.
Come on,
She's not
Deanne.
even sweating.
Come on,
Yeah.
sweetie.
That's so condescending.
Oh, I mean it.
Come on,
You guys
sweetie.
both spit when you talk.
I think everyone spits when they talk.
Oh my God.
Time?
We're having a sleepover, lucky like a four-leaf clover, pulling up in this rover. Huh? To today, I'm having a lot of pain, so I'm just doing nothing, square root of nothing. I'm hydrating, and I'm working on some journals, but not really making them. Although yesterday I made this one. It's a design team call for Deb at Artsology, using her printables from her Etsy store. So I made this garden journal using that Rust Effects stuff. Isn't that cool? Look how this corrugated cardboard looks like a piece of rusty old metal. Love it. These are Finnebear metal flowers, so, but the video's up if you want to see how I did it. And I love the effects of this. And I put Mod Podge on it because I want to be able to take it outside and use it. So I did this yesterday. And yeah, that was lots of fun. And then I'm just going to start answering, my book 5 minutes in the morning, although it is almost 3 p.m., but still. Look a bit like I've got a growth coming out of the side of my head, but it's actually a rice bag, see it? Resting where my pain is with this slouch hat, a house dress, a sweater, and whoops, and these socks. Beautiful, hey? Aren't I a beauty? Yep. Hubba, hubba, wow, wow. So I'm on my way to the mailbox. Can you hear this wind? I keep looking to see if something's coming behind me or something. It's so loud. I'm just off to get the mail. Hope there's something in it. Look at the heads over there of all of the team. It's a big tournament at West Edmonton Mall. Aussie is the 1, 2, 3, 4th head right there on the left. This is hilarious. They play at 3:30. I'm not sure who these little guys are, because their color is red and black and white. Hilarious. That's too funny. Looky, looky, looky. Yep. Into April. April showers that are white. I don't put anything past Mother Nature when we live in Canada. Laura has some, I think they're going to be dying. Laura has some friends staying here. She does home exchange. So they're not friends. She's never met them. But she's done a home exchange with this couple from Australia. So I introduced myself to them yesterday. Lovely, lovely people. And I said, oh, it's autumn in your neck of the woods, because the seasons are reversed. And they said, well, where we live, it's the semi-tropics and tropics, so it never gets cold. The coldest it ever gets is maybe 50, so they don't get snow or anything like that. And this is so unusual for us to get snow right now, and they just arrived the day before yesterday. I think it's funny. They're probably thinking, where in the hell on planet Earth did we land? You know? I think it's really funny. They're probably like, oh my goodness, what happened? I mean, this isn't gonna last. It's so windy though. It's just gonna make it so cold because it's bitter, bitter cold. The wind is just, and all the plants, you know? Yeah. This is why we have the, not the motto, but we stick to do not put any bedding plants in until the May long weekend, or you're just wasting your money. It's just going down the drain. It's just a waste of money. I better let the dog in because, yeah, see, usually he wants to stay out. Come on, buddy. Is it too cold? Was it too cold this morning? Is that a little bit of a shocker? Like, burr? Burr. But yeah, we say don't plant any plants until the May long weekend. So hey, all of you peoples. We just got home. Ozzy was in this Edmonton All-Star Invitational Hockey Tournament this weekend at West Edmonton Mall. So we went to watch a game yesterday, and then we didn't mean to go watch it yesterday on purpose. We were just right there, so we popped in, and then today we actually went to watch the game. So it was so fun. They had such cool things for those kids to do as a group, all the teams together. I just really enjoyed seeing all that camaraderie, you know? So now I'm just sitting here chilling. I'm knitting my sweater, and it was cold. It's still snowy. Like, look outside. I thought for sure it would melt by the end of the day, but it did not. And then just before I came home, we popped into Umumu, which is the Japanese dollar store at West Edmonton Mall. I just love it. Everything's not $1. Actually, the Dollar Tree is cheaper, but they just have cool things. Like, they have these socks. I bought these socks, and I'll show them to you when I try on. I have some flip-flops, and they're flip-flop socks. So they're just the coolest socks, and they're ankle socks, so they look very Asian, really cute, short. They're just so cute. First, I didn't even know what they were. I'm like looking at them like, what are these? And then Richard said, they're for flip-flops. That's for your big toe. And yeah, they're super cute. So I got those, and we didn't really buy much. We were just there looking around. And Deanne's team I'm so tired. They all went out for supper, like a big team supper. So we're just home, and Richard's actually just whipping up some quick dinner for us. And I'm just sort of pooped. I had to take a painkiller, so it made me kind of dizzy while we were there, so I had to find somewhere to sit down. And so I'm still kind of, you know, I mean, I can sit here and knit, but can't do much else. So yeah, that's what I'm up to right now. It's time for another keto recipe. So I am making a loaf of keto bread. And I'm standing away from the beater because it's so dang loud. I've lined my loaf pan with parchment paper. I'm going to spray it with my olive oil and my I think these are called mistos. I've had it for so long, I love it. You just add your oil to it and then just spray. That's the oven heated up. I don't think you need to oil your parchment paper, but I just am, just in case. There we go. And then I'm going to go over to the mixer. I'm going to add, so there are 7 whole eggs in there. I'm about to add 1/2 cup of melted butter and 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. And we'll go do that right now. Here's the coconut oil right here. And the butter. down for that. It's splashing all over the place. Which if I had known it was going to do that, I would have moved the mixer onto the island. There we go. Yeah, 2 tablespoons of coconut oil and the butter. And then to this now I'm going to add 2 cups of almond flour. I'll come back with the ingredient list of oil, so let's go over this again. 7 eggs, whole eggs, 1/2 cup of melted butter, 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. So those are your wet ingredients. And then to that I added 2 cups of almond flour. Then I added 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. They're really good for you, plus they kind of fill out the bread because it's keto bread and it's easier to slice. So that was the chia seeds, a teaspoon of baking powder, and then a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So there you go. I'll show you what chia seeds look like. I use them in a lot of stuff. Hang on. They look like that. Ground chia seeds, and I usually use them in smoothies. That's where we use them the most. I've always done that even before I was on the keto. So then you're just going to let all this blend. I'm scraping the sides down, let all this blend well, and then you will pour it into our lined pan. And that batter looks just like cake batter to me. So then we pour it just like this. It mixed really, really well. There was a tip that I just read. It says that if you don't want your bread to taste eggy, to keep the eggs that you're going to use at room temperature, and if they are in the fridge, to place them in warm water for a few minutes. But I just tasted the batter. It tasted buttery more than anything. So just gonna scrape this into the pan. We're gonna take this and put it into our oven and bake it at, let me just wipe this off. Bake it at 355 degrees for 45 minutes. And check it with a toothpick or a skewer to make sure it's done. So here goes my first loaf of keto bread. And kitchen timer for, come on timer, 45 minutes start. There. Be back and let you know what it looks like. The bread out of the pan. It's still quite warm. I should have waited, but it had parchment paper on it. And I tasted a little crumb. Let me try it again because I couldn't really. It's good. You can hear it's crunchy, the crust. So it would probably make a really nice sandwich or toast or something, but we'll see. The proof is in the pudding, as they say, and it looks good. It's not going to be as high as a normal loaf of bread, but if you're having a carb, you know how you have that carb, what's the word, craving, and you really want some bread, you know, this will certainly feed your need. I've been eating the keto bagels and I love them. Like this morning I made myself an egg with keto. Actually I made myself 2 eggs because I haven't been eating enough protein, and I put it between a keto bagel, so I made like an egg sandwich. And then, so I sliced the bread and look at it. It's a really nice consistency. And both Richard and I had a piece with some butter on it. And it tastes like cornbread, hey?
Really good. It's really good.
It is really good. And I like that it's like firm. It's not crumbly at all. It's beautiful bread. So there you go. You want some bread and you're on keto and you can't eat any carbs, or even if you're not on keto and you want to watch your carbs, this is a great alternative. This would make a great sandwich. Put your meat or cheese or whatever. in there and have a very substantial piece of bread. So I'm going to slice this up and then just put it in the freezer and take out slices as I need them. They're little birds, little sparrows. I got them at Anthropologie. They were, I would never buy anything at regular price at Anthropologie because it's crazy. So they were regular 36 if you can believe it. Then they were on for half price, and then it was 25% off of that. So I think it came to 12 something. I'll pay, this one was also, I think these were Anthropologie, and I cannot find that other cup. It's driving me nuts. So, you know me, I love these. The only one that's missing from this set is the Ray Dunn one. That's the only thing I want. These are from Superstore. See that? PC. And they're really cute too. And I did see this elephant one that I regret not buying because the elephant trunks were the handles. So cute. And then that one's the one I got in Vegas at Paris Hotel, and it was Cafe Madeleine. And my sister and I had such a beautiful lunch there. It was a wonderful day, and then we both bought those. So that one is kind of one of my faves too. But isn't this just so cute? It's in honor of my birdies in the front yard that are always nesting out there. I don't see too many of them today. The snow is gone, as you can see. I went for a really nice walk today. And it was snowing at the time, but it's gone now. And most of the day, I have been knitting. This is for Deanne's Mother's Day, not her birthday. Her birthday's in January. But for Mother's Day, and it is just a plain, beautiful cotton. See if I can show you the picture here. It's a cotton summer shell. So let me show you. This yarn, our cotton yarn from Mocha Yarns, is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, if you can disregard that feather string, I think that's just a decoration around the neck, and it has a little bit of ribbing there. Can you see that? So I'm working on the back right now, but it's so soft. This cotton is like, oh, it's so soft. So I hope she likes it, because I got to get knitting because Mother's Day is going to be here soon. And say thank you so much for watching, and those of you that are still hanging with me, because I know my vlogs are nowhere near as regular as they used to be, but I just can only do what I can do, you know? Like, do what you can with what you can. Gather up what you can and do what you can with that. And that's the best I can do. So thank you for those that are watching, and we'll see you next weekend. Next weekend is, I think, my school that I went to for elementary. It was a convent. It was all French. We're having a big reunion. I believe it's 50 years reunion. From 50 years, let's see, 2019. Yes, 50 years from high school. But I left there in just at the beginning of middle school. So I went there elementary and middle school. So there's lots of us that, oh, I have the loudest timer. There are lots of us that did not go the full gamut, but yet we've been friends for that long. Isn't that crazy? So there's a big reunion next weekend at Cafe Bicyclette, it's called. So I'll have to bring you guys along with me. Oh my, look at here. Hang on. Make some room for these cookies. These look terrific. Yeah, you guys, don't give up when you're on the keto diet. And when you can eat like this, and breads and bagels, and like, it's not hard for me. I don't find it difficult. You just have to prepare things. You know, it's not with any other, when you're not on a eating plan or living a certain lifestyle. If you want toast, there's the bread. You could just go make some. Do you know what I mean? But on keto, you have to bake the bread, slice it up. I just wanted to show you my yummy cookies. So we'll see you guys all next weekend. Have a wonderful, wonderful week and lots of love from our house. Bye.